All right, we are live. I am testing a new setup today. Not only is my setup new, the equipment is new. I've got an extra camera, an extra high-def camera, so that you can capture the top of my head and maybe a dog's butt right there. See, there's a dog's butt. There's actually two dogs down there. Let's see if we can capture those guys. There they are. So this will be the mode where we talk about the charts. You get to see the Bitcoin hat instead of my bald head. And then, of course, there's the all full frontal. Today is November 17th, Monday. No, it's the 18th. Holy crap. Today is Monday, November 18th. Very soon, we have coming up upon us Thanksgiving, which means Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Those are going to be seminal days in the Crypto Ernie podcast because I have a new announcement. I have an announcement that will break all announcements. I am developing a full-fledged master trader course. Full-fledged. Now, I'm going to be developing it as I present it. But I would say that 90% of the script writing is all done. And then I have to start creating the actual filming, etc. All the graphics are done. All that stuff is done. Now I got to kind of piece it all together. But you won't see any of that because I will be introducing it from modules, one to the next, and releasing certain things. And the other thing that this is going to come with, this is the cool part. Well, no, this isn't even the cool part, but it is cool. I will be, as part of buying the course. Now, bear with me now when I say buy the course. It's actually going to be a subscription. So you don't really have to invest in a big course. You hardly even invest in a subscription, for Christ's sake. And then particularly for Cyber Monday and Black Friday, it's going to be ridiculous. But with it will come a live trade room where I will give weekly reviews of the market, Bitcoin and the major markets, the signals that we put out there, etc., as well as a daily trade room where we talk about setups coming for the day. Stocks, futures, Forex. That's huge. You don't get that unless you pay, oh God, what kind of, the only kind of service that I can think of that would provide that level might be with some of these prop trading firms, big investment houses, where you'll pay $300, $400, $500 a month for anything like that. If you get in on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, this is crazy. You'll get it for $2.95. $2.95 a month. After that, it goes up to $29.95, which is $29.50, which is an absolute unbelievable price as well. Now, of course, I have ulterior motives here. I want to get as many people in there as possible. As many as possible, and introduce them to these concepts. And also our Signal service, which you are under no obligation to purchase. You'll get access to the full trading course, as well as the weekly reviews, live reviews. It's like a trading room where we all get in. We come in like on a Saturday and we talk. And as well as the morning outlooks, or kind of like a market prep before the market opens, where we'll discuss the concepts in this course, as well as what is actually setting up, what are good deals. That's crazy. It's crazy. Can't believe I'm doing that. But anyways, that's what it will be. So I'm assuming that people can see me. The other thing that I've implemented, there is a new live streaming software application that that YouTube has set up, and this is the first time I've ever used it. So I'm assuming that everybody can hear me, see me. I have it on the low latency setting, and what that means is that there's hardly any delay between me, what comes out of my mouth, and what you type in the chat. So if you type something in the chat, all right, give that a shot. Type something in the chat. I will see it, and be able to respond with it in near real time. I think there's only like a couple of seconds. Yes, V-Lee, boo. See how fast that happens? Normally, it would take like 30 seconds, and it would be a complete disconnect between me and everybody else. Hey, Seed, how you doing? So that's the real cool part. So now I can interact directly with people on these videos. There's no more this 30-second delay, like, bonjour, Iceman. That's about all the French I know. All right. So those are all the big announcements. Now, to get this deal, you have to go to getthetrade.com. I will be putting the link down below in a little bit, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a separate video on this whole deal, but it's getthetrade.com. Getthetrade.com. These will be recorded sessions that I'll be doing, so there'll be an archive that you can go back and look at what we talked about. So if you live in another part of the world, you really don't have to worry about missing any of these meetings because they'll be there. They'll be archived, and you'll have access to them. Okay? And we'll be doing, full blow up of the market analysis every morning, and then a review at the end of the week where we'll talk about the concepts in the course. 100 times less than competing courses. 100 times less. Oh, man. So anyways, let's get to, what the hell is happening with Bitcoin. What the hell is going on with Bitcoin? My God. Oh. Yeah, we need to go to the, see, there we go. See, now you don't have to look at me or anything. You just see, the hat. I did that on purpose. Got the camera up here. I'm out of the way. Dog's right there. There's another dog right here. Can't see him. He's right there. And there's that dog. They like to hang out with me down here. Actually, the reason why they're hanging out here is that we're having all of our windows in the entire house replaced. New construction windows, not replacement windows, new construction windows throughout the entire house are being replaced today, tomorrow, and I think they're going to finish up on Wednesday. Actually, today they're delivering the windows, doing one window as a test, and then by Wednesday, we're going to have new windows throughout the house. So anyways, back to Bitcoin. God damn, what is going on? All right, let's get rid of some of these. See what what these are here. What I'm showing here, this thing that's fading in and out, those are current orders in the market, or orders that were put in the market and then currently on the price. So what you need to do really is kind of expand. We can expand, and then we can see where the current orders are in the market. We can see right here, and they're colored based on the level or volume of those orders. Of course, we can also see them here. Right? We can see them here. You can see the little graph here that shows the volume of orders. You can see at 8250, there are $11,900,000 worth of orders just waiting to buy up Bitcoin at a level of 8250. Right? And so if you come down here, you can see it in graphical form right on the chart. That's what these numbers are here, or these yellow bars. That's showing the intensity or the volume. It's kind of like a heat map. And of course, if I draw this out even more and I expand, see how I expand these? Each bar now is like a heat map in of itself. So these candlesticks, these are candlesticks, and they're showing me at what level, whether it was predominantly a buy or a sell. It's a delta, a long or a short trade, predominantly long or short, at each part of the candle. And you can see both the bottom of the candle and the top of the candle, at least this was last hour, were dominated by selling, where only the middle of the candle had some light buying. Now, currently we're starting a new candle, a new hourly candle, and that's starting at 11 o'clock, and you see it's predominantly buying, but very light, very, very light. All right. And so this is our level 2 here, and over on the right-hand side, what we're looking at is the time and sales. And so you can see right now from the things that are in green are things that are positive to the market. They're predominantly buys, and in red, sells. And then the, again, color-coded, or the intensity of the color indicating how big the trade is. But it's kind of hard right there from telling that. And up here you can see a running graph of buys and sells. These are actual orders in the market. So when we're looking at it right now, we can see that it's predominantly upward momentum, and it's building. So this is order flow. This is actual order flow. And actually, I can look at order flow graphically by clicking this little button here. And this here will graphically show me the actual order flow coming into the market. All right? And then as price moves up or down, you'll see that thing kind of stepping, these bars here on the right. All right? On the bottom right, this is another way to look at order flow. Maybe what I should do, I should have like a zoomed in version of this, but I'll do that for later. Anyways, this tool is called Tensor Charts. Highly recommend it. Now I have a paid subscription version that allows me to get all this stuff. You can see it also has the volume profile. I can create profiles. It has delta, heat maps. It has other tools in here, some of which I was responsible for their development. And also on the bottom right here, let's talk about the bottom right. The bottom right, that's significant. This is the trade counter. What this does is it takes the time and sales in the upper right, and then it counts the buys versus the sells, or the bids versus the asks. That's basically what it is. Whether the sale was made on the bid or the ask. Okay. And so if it's green, then it was on the ask. If it's red, it's on the bid, etc. So if it's green, then we know that it's more positive, etc. Now, each bar represents a certain size of Bitcoin. So these are filters. And so I have 5 levels of filters. I have a time window. They look at the last 2 minutes of trades. And so we can see the first bar at the top here will register any trade that is between 0 and 2 Bitcoin large. The second bar will show anything that's from 2 to 7 Bitcoin. The third is from 7 to 20. and then 20 to 40, and then 40 to 100. So we can see that it's relatively light. We just got a couple of trades in the 7 to 20 range and the 20 to 40 range. But they were both buys. So those were pretty big trades that came through, and those are likely these very bright bars that you see up here. Up here, these bars that you see up here are likely the bigger ones. But we can see right now that's the flow of orders coming in are predominantly bullish. And then over here in our candle here, you can see price is starting to move up. The order flow will also show this. You can see that you know, as we move up, the orders will get greener and greener and darker red. Brighter greener, darker red. If it goes the other way, it will reverse. You'll see orders building up on the red, starting to brighten up, and then the green starting to darken. So I can literally see the orders coming into the market. Not just the orders, but the actual time and sales as well, simultaneously. There is no other better way, if you were going to enter a trade, to get the best possible position if you wanted to scalp this market. Now, with Bitcoin, it's very difficult to scalp because the spreads are so big, and the latency in making these trades is just really laborious. But this tool would be great for stocks or futures where there is no latency. The spread is virtually nil. Like in most futures products, the spread is no more than a tick and a half, sometimes 2 ticks on illiquid futures markets. But most futures markets are solid. On a Bitcoin, this is a little bit more difficult. But it still will show me, and we're looking at Bitcoin right now, it will show me, when things are starting to pick up. I could expand on the trade counter in the lower right here, the amount of time that I'm analyzing. Right now it's just 2 minutes because I'm more interested in the short term. I want to see how things are behaving as we go along. All right. Hi, Great Days. How you doing? Iceman has a question. Ernie, being able to see the current order is amazing. Yes, it is. I'm just thinking that maybe we can plan out how the Autobots are going to trade. Maybe see the path they will take. What do you think? I don't think it's useful information because, yeah, you'll be able to see it. Whether or not you'll be able to plan it, that's another question. Maybe we can see patterns. So I get that. Maybe we'll see patterns in the order flow that will give us some heads up. So for instance, if we see things building up and we see a pattern that we recognize that will indicate that very soon, like within the next minute or so, that price is about to really, really jump up, and we can just jump on board there and then ride it up, yes. The problem is that it's hard to see the intensity. I think that you could do that by going to longer time frames on the trade counter. We can also see that in the order flow, the actual order flow. It will start building up. So, yeah, that would, and you'll see what it looks like when we start getting really rapid movement, what that order flow looks like, and it becomes very apparent what's going on. But you're right. There might be a way to look at the trade counter to be able to detect the buildup of trades. See, that's the difference. Orders in the level 2, that's just orders, right? But the trade counter are actual trades. So get that. Orders, trades. On the left are orders, on the right are trades. Now you can see that here we're getting bullish. More and more green coming in. More! It's pretty cool. Oh, we had one of the doggies is gone. There's still one doggy left here. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Are you licking me? You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. I don't know where the other one went. So let me know how the sound is. I have a new microphone. I have a new microphone. I have new cameras, new setup, new software. Everything's new. All right. So we're gonna go for the full frontal. Here we are. So I think that we have some good stuff going on here. As we can see now, we got some. We have some bearish orders coming in, bearish trades coming in that are pushing the market down just a little bit, not a lot. We're at 84.16. This is on the BitMEX exchange. Of course, I can go to, look at some of the major exchanges. This is Kraken. We're looking at a daily chart here. Take a closer look. Maybe we zoom in. I put all the levels there. All right. So here's something interesting. We have a Fibonacci retracement. Let's see how this works out here. So you have this fib tool here. And what I did was I went right up to the very top here to look at this move that happened. Remember this move? That was when China gave some positive reinforcement to Bitcoin, and we knew it was all a farce, and it pulled back, and now we've been fading ever since. And it looks like we did a little bit over a 0.618% retracement already. Why didn't it hit the fib and go and then reverse? Isn't that what all the fib nuts would be thinking? It should have reversed right at 618, right? Or is it going to go down to right down to here, which is our next fib level, which is the 786. Now, the interesting thing about the 786, it's right on this support level that I drew in here. All right, it's a major support level. And I know that because the line goes way out, you see? It's a major support level. And that's and that level is at 8,008. So if you're a fib nut, you might be thinking that we might go all the way down to there before we bounce. Holy crap! After moving up to all the way up to, where did this go up to? Over 10,000 on that fake China news? Why do you believe in the China news anyways? They are fakers, they're liars. Everything they do is designed to deceive. Also, considering the fact that we need full frontal here. Full frontal. China is a lying son of a bitch. Period. They lie. Everything that they say. U.S. culture is being steered by a bunch of chi-coms in Hollywood. That's why I don't watch movies anymore. Pieces of shit anyways. And all the leftists in this country have sold their souls to these communist regimes. And those are the people that are controlling 50%, more than 50% of the Bitcoin mining. So we're involved in this stupid cryptocurrency which you can make some good money on, by the way. I don't give a shit who controls it. But just to let you know, if you're an ethical trader, apparently I'm not, why the hell you were in Bitcoin? All right. Great Days says that Bakkt promised to deliver BTC to customers, but they didn't disclose anywhere how to withdraw BTC from their BTC custodian DAC. Not even showed their wallet's addresses. Seems like a scam. Well, unless you're, like I guess an accredited investor or an investment house or a prop trading firm, you're probably not going to get a hold of the Bakkt stuff. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. I mean, if you really want to trade futures, you can always go to TradeStation or somewhere else that is trading the CME Bitcoin futures, which I believe are better product anyways. You know it's going to go lower, says Iceman. Volume node, I know you know. And KP Crypto, you mean there's no eggs in an egg roll? Bingo! I love egg rolls, by the way. And we go to Chinatown down the street here. Great Chinese food restaurant. Run by a set of proprietors that are 100% American citizens. But they did come over from China. But they're good people now. They escaped. So, yeah. So all of this should sound great. So I've got my new microphone here. This microphone is the balls. It's the Samson G-Track Pro. I have it set on cardioid setting so that it only hears my voice. My voice should sound crystal clear. Maybe overly loud and annoying, but still crystal clear. I have in front of me the Logitech 4K camera. 4K. You can see every stupid little detail in my face. Again, probably something that's overly annoying, but that's what we're going for. So anyways, we don't have any cheap Chinese crap here. Although, I think the Samsung thing was made in the USA. I don't know about Logitech. Logitech, I don't know. Yeah, well. At least the Apple equipment around me was designed in the US and assembled in China. So there's no hope for Tim Cook. He sold his soul to China. Most of the big tech companies have sold their souls to leftist ideals. Unfortunately. There'll all be an upcoming, a resurgence, a reversal, as there is in all social dilemma. All right. But what's going to happen with Bitcoin? Are we going to go down to 8,000 before we reverse? 8,000 would be on the edge. It would be the edge of this major. Yeah, we can zoom out a little bit so we can see this. All right. Get rid of my full frontal. And you'll see that line there is right there. That big line right there, that yellow line right there. That is where, actually, you can see here, I have an arrow right down to there. That's where I originally said that we would go. And then pull back. And then I said, hey, we might even go down to here. But we never really made it there. Now we're coming up. Will we retest that area? Will we retest 8,000 before we go up again? That is the question. All right. So there we are. There's the major support. at 8,000. I'm leaning towards that. And so I would say that be a buyer between here and 8,000. I would say that if we get down to this level here at 7,700, I would look at that as a good place to stop. That's a good place to stop, 7,700. Buyer at 8,000, right up to, I would say, right up to here, which is right up to about 10,100. We'd have to reevaluate once we get up there. I don't know if we'd have a breakout or if we'd consolidate some more. But there's my call. There's the call. Are we going Linux after Apple? No friggin' way. Are you kidding me? There is nothing Linux can do that my Mac can't do. As a matter of fact, my Mac is way, way, way more capable than any Linux machine. I can even run Linux on my Apple. You know that a Mac is, well, we need full frontal here. A Mac, underneath the covers, is Berkeley Unix, the oldest, most reliable, most stable Unix on the planet. Linux is a copy of Berkeley Unix. It's a clone. It's a cheap copy, a very cheap copy of Berkeley Unix. Mac, all serious developers use Macs to develop. All of them. Because it's Berkeley Unix underneath. Berkeley Unix. The oldest, most reliable, most stable Unix on the planet. Why would I go Linux? Why? That makes no sense whatsoever. None. When I have all the tools that Linux has, plus. I just don't get it. So no, we will not be going to Linux anytime soon, ever. Mac is the balls. Well, the OS is the balls. From a developer's point of view. As a matter of fact, when you get out there and you look at open source, all the developers are using Apples. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Because they recognize this as well. That they can run anything on a Mac. Anything. I can run Windows. I can run Linux. I can run anything. Plus, the hardware looks way better. Way, way better. It takes up less room on my desktop. Anyways, I'm not going to get into a computer war. Oh, by the way, did you know? You may know that I worked for Sun Microsystems in the day and chief architect of professional services there. Worked with some of the greats like James Gosling who developed Java. Did you know that Java was originally, from the beginning, developed on Mac laptops? Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know. Bet you had no idea. That ought to tell you something. That they didn't even use Solaris, the Sun Microsystems OS, in the beginning. They developed Java on Macs. So anyways, we hate Tim Cook. Well, he's done a lot of good things, but yeah, he sold his soul. Tim Cook is going to hell. Tim Cook is going to hell. All right. I've said my piece. Also, here's a reminder. Make sure, look, if you're a PatternCast member already, then you have free access to the Get the Trade course. Your sign up is already there. We, after Black Friday and Cyber Monday week, we will be, actually maybe during that week, I will start the weekly reviews, the live reviews, and the weekly trade room, or the daily trade room, where we talk about the day's trades. This is a, if you get in on that week, you get it for $2.95 a month. After that, it's $29.50, which is still a fucking unbelievable, friggin' unbelievable deal. I can't believe I'm doing this. But you get the course. You get the live trade room. You get the live review. You get the mentorship. You get everything. You get my soul. There you go. Now I got to get going. I think the wife is calling me. The dogs are gone. It was nice seeing you all. You are a soul. Apple is for hips who want to look cool and fashionable. That's true. Like, a lot of the... but it's not just for them. A lot of the C-level people, CXOs, CEOs, CFOs, CMOs, they all carry around Apple laptops while all their plebe workers are struggling on their Dell machines or whatever, their Lenovo machines. And then, they're up on their ivory towers with their Macs. And, of course, then you have all the creative types that are using Macs. And then you have developers who are using Macs. Mike Contra, thanks for the insight, Ernie. Wise words as usual. Looking to join BTC PatternCast at month's end. Awesome. Can't wait. Ciao for now. Okay, Iceman. Laughing out loud. Lenovo, which is owned by the Chi-Coms. No longer an IBM product, by the way. Unbelievable. All right, now it's time to go. I am going to end this stream. We'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. 11 o'clock. We'll do an update. More information on the course to come. They are assembled by Chi-Coms. They are not made by Chi-Coms. They are designed and developed here in the U.S. Just so you know. Have a good day. Good trading. See ya. Bye.